Still to come on Take Two, journalist Haynes Johnson from The Washington Post with an insider's look at what's happening in the Capitol and his new novel, The Landing.
I'm Dave Walker with Lois Hart, also from the new movie about Washington journalist, Heartburn actress Catherine O'Hara.
She's talking about buying a condominium and staying in Washington if Jonathan is sent to Bangladesh. Now, obviously, she's having an affair with someone.
Take Two continues right after a look at the weather with Flip and the news.
Yes, sir. That's my baby. No, sir. I don't mean maybe. Yes, sir. That's my baby now.
Oh, baby, you.
Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep are making sweet music now, but a sour note enters the marriage when Streep, who plays a New York food writer, discovers that Nicholson, a Washington columnist, is making music with somebody else. Based on Nora Ephron's bestseller, Heartburn, the Mike Nichols film also stars newcomer Catherine O'Hara, who, as Streep's buddy, is a reporter, always ready, I'll get it right, with the latest dirt on the sex lives of the movers and shakers in Washington. Catherine, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
This role is, I guess, not unlike all the bits you did on SCTV, Rona Barrett in a way, you know, kind of a gossip columnist. Did you draw upon that at all?
Yes, it was based on her, totally. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. No, I was told that the character was based on a few different women, and I don't know if they were all television journalists or what, so I just watched blonde television journalists for a while and worked from the script. Because you never actually see this woman, Betty, in the film do her job as a television journalist.
Well, I mean, did you work for the script, or is this sort of a character that you sort of made up yourself?
Well, the words are there in the script, and there's a character there, I guess, but, well, of course there is, but you have to invent it yourself. You do. You have to try to make this person a real person. You know, when I first read it, I thought, oh, this woman does nothing but gossip, but then I started seeing her as a human being, like myself.
Mm-hmm. This is a long way, and I was reading some of the notes on you that I guess one of your first roles was trying to be a dirty shirt. You're wondering, where is this guy coming from? But no, we have the secrets on you, right?
That's true. I got a job in this small theater in Toronto, and I went for the first rehearsal, and they were doing this very serious method stuff where, you know, this mirror exercise and feeling each other out, and the director wanted us to play two objects in two different chairs and talk to each other, and one guy got in one chair and said he was a cake with a slice out of it, and in the other chair he played a knife with a bit of icing on it.
That's one of the tougher roles to handle, I know.
Yes, and I sat there thinking, what am I going to do, and I thought, a laundry basket and a dirty shirt, and then I got in the chair and I couldn't do it. I just heated up and I was, no, sorry, I can't, no, sorry, I shouldn't be here, sorry, no.
Well, I think you made the right move, really. Because after hours, now you're in with, I guess, what a lot of people will consider some of the big heavyweights of Hollywood, Streep, Nicholson. Is that kind of intimidating at all?
Yes, it is. The first day I spent most of the time just praying that I wouldn't be sick or faint in front of them. Yeah, but then, well, it is intimidating. I had not near the experience any of them had. You know, they'd all worked together before. I was really an outsider. And, you know, that can be intimidating. And if you let yourself just think about that, you know, I could go into a coma. But, I mean, when I was doing it. But all I tried to think of was that I was there to do Betty, to do this character, to do the job I was hired to do. And as long as I thought about being Betty and not myself, the better off I was.
I don't know why. They wouldn't show us the clip here in Atlanta. They would in New York. But nevertheless, we do have a clip of you in this movie as Betty. It's the restaurant scene. You want to help us set that up a bit?
Yes, it's a scene in the Palm Restaurant in Washington. And this is where the other woman, Thelma Rice, it's where the audience first sees her. And I think where Meryl maybe first sees her with Jack. They've probably been friends with her before, I guess. And
that's where you're talking about somebody's having an affair in Washington. Would that be the Jack Nicholson we're talking about here?
Yes, Jack Nicholson's character. He is having an affair with this woman, Thelma Rice, and at this point, the audience knows that they're having an affair. But
Meryl Streep doesn't know.
No, she doesn't know.
Let's watch.
Yeah.
Thelma Rice is having an affair.
With whom?
No.
I don't know.
With someone. This is what I know.
Well, it shouldn't be that difficult to figure out who. It has to be someone taller than she is, which rules out practically everybody.
Maybe it's one of the Washington Bullets.
How do you know this?
She's talking about buying a condominium and staying in Washington if Jonathan is sent to Bangladesh. Now, obviously, she's having an affair with someone.
Maybe it's Senator Campbell. He's been talking about condominiums.
Senators always talk about condominiums.
This is true. Who else could it be?
You know, I don't know how anybody gets anything going in this town. Nobody even flirts here.
Jonathan's not being sent to Bangladesh
Why not?
because we still care about Bangladesh.
You know, they talk that way in Washington, too, huh?
Do they?
Yeah. Did you shoot on location there?
We shot a lot of it in New York, most of the interiors in New York, and then went to Washington for the exteriors and for the Palm Restaurant.
Got to ask you this. My wife, Lois, who works with me on the program, you may or may not know, is a champion sleeper. Now, I happen to know that you're also a champion sleeper. Tell me, we got about 30 seconds here. I mean, can you do a good 12 hours of sleeping, nonstop?
For you now?
Yeah, not right now. No, wait about for 30 seconds. But that's no problem, right?
No, I can sleep. I think that came from an article in Rolling Stone, and I think the writer, Lyndon Hirschberger, who's a great writer, was trying to look for an angle on me, and I was talking a lot about sleeping, I guess. I got into very weird hours, staying up too late and then sleeping in the day. I'm trying to get out of that now.
Yeah, I don't think it'll work, though. Hadn't worked with Lois either. Catherine O'Hara, thanks for joining us today. Best success to you. And we will find out, finally, why it's hot. Ted Turner, not Ted Turner, Ed Turner, no relation to Ted, is going to tell us that right after we check out a style report with Elsa Clinch.